Ladies and gentlemen, pour one out. Because Manchester City fans just lost more than a midfielder. They lost their ginger magician, their crossfield cupid, the one man who could make a 40-yard assist look like breathing. Kevin De Bruyne has officially confirmed he's leaving Manchester City. Yes, it's happening. The man who spent a decade breaking defensive lines, and occasionally his hamstring is out of here. And in true De Bruyne fashion, he broke the news not with a press conference, not with a dramatic sky blue backdrop, but with a social media post that probably made even Pep cry into his tactical whiteboard. Won the announcement. Tears, tributes, and Twitter meltdowns. Kevin De Bruyne took to social media like a man writing his own football obituary. These will be my final months as a Manchester City player. My brother, you made that sound like you're retiring to go raise goats in Belgium. He reminded everyone he's been at City for 10 years, won 19 trophies. And oh yeah, he's basically tattooed on the inside of Pep's eyelids. And of course X, went into absolute emotional freefall. Within 5 minutes of his announcement, the #ThankYouKDB was trending faster than a Drake diss track. Fans were posting montages with Coldplay songs, TikTok edits that could make a grown man cry, and some even asked Elon Musk to pin Kevin's goodbye post to the top of the app. One fan wrote, "He's not just a midfielder, he's my emotional support human." And honestly, valid. Imagine being so good that your kids' passports now say Manchester. Kevin De Bruyne didn't just play for City, he legally colonized his whole family. 413 appearances, 106 goals, and 174 assists later, he's dipping. Meanwhile, Arsenal fans are still waiting for their midfielders to hit 10 assists in a season. Pep called him irreplaceable, which, if you followed City, is code for "we'll sign Florian Wirtz tomorrow," but still cry in the press conference. City fans are already planning a Viking-style funeral for his right foot, except, instead of fire, they'll just play that 2023 Champions League final on repeat and sob. 2. The City fan reaction, grief, acceptance, and 17 different tribute videos. Man City fans, oh, they've been going through the 5 stages of grief in HD. Some are crying, others are writing poetic thank you threads like they're submitting to the Pulitzer. "This club gave me everything," De Bruyne wrote. And every City fan replied, "No, Kev, you gave us everything." Some fans have already booked therapy sessions for the final home game. Others are rehearsing their ugly cry face for when Kevin waves goodbye under the Etihad lights. One die-hard supporter even vowed to retire his jersey and hang it in his living room, next to the family portrait, because Kevin is family. Meanwhile, the club shop is bracing for a last-minute run on De Bruyne merch like it's the apocalypse. City fans on X right now are basically posting like it's a breakup. "I just want to thank you for the best 10 years of my life. I'll never love again." There's one fan already planning to jump the stadium fence and kiss his boots after the final game. And you just know Etihad will be louder than a Taylor Swift concert that night. Someone tweeted, "Simple heartbreaking for Man City fans." Brother, that sounds like the title of a Coldplay song, featuring Kevin on piano. The real meltdown will be when Kevin waves goodbye, and the Etihad starts chanting "Oh Kevin De Bruyne" in full unison, goosebumps, and a few adult tears. 3. Rival fans. Mixed emotions and quiet celebrations. Over at Manchester United, Liverpool and Arsenal fan HQ, the vibe is different. Let's just say, relief has entered the chat. United fans are popping virtual champagne. Thank God he's leaving after tormenting us for so long. Bro. De Bruyne had Old Trafford on direct debit. On fan forums, the mood was a cocktail of respect, relief, and petty memes. United fans posted "Thank you KDB" graphics, next to compilation videos of his goals against them, because pain is now part of their brand. Liverpool fans debated whether De Bruyne ranks above Gerrard. He doesn't, apparently, unless you enjoy chaos. Arsenal fans were unusually respectful, which is how you know the threat is finally leaving. Across the board, rival fans basically said, "We'll miss you, legend, but thank God you're gone." Liverpool fans are calling him the best midfielder not named Gerrard, which is about as close to a compliment as you'll get from that tribe. Arsenal fans are giving him a Premier League Hall of Fame shout-out, while secretly refreshing Transfermarkt to check how many months he's got left. Let's be honest, every rival fan respects De Bruyne, but also can't wait for City to go back to relying on Bernardo Silva's random mood swings. The man traumatized an entire generation of rival defenders, Now they can finally sleep without waking up in cold sweats screaming he's through again. 4. Neutrals. The footballing philosophers. And then we have the neutrals. Those football monks who sit on the mountaintop watching Premier League drama unfold like it's Shakespeare with shin guards. To them, Kevin De Bruyne is not just a footballer. He's a legacy. A playmaker whose right foot might be studied in universities someday. Neutrals, of course, approached Kevin's departure like it was a planetary event. Think long Twitter threads titled The Art of De Bruyne, complete with heat maps, Shakespeare quotes, and graphs nobody asked for. One even called him the Sistine Chapel of midfielders. Calm down, bro, it's a retirement post, not a Da Vinci unveiling. Still, they meant well. For the unbiased observer, KDB wasn't just a City player, he was a footballing standard for what happens when vision meets violence, on the pitch. That is. Neutrals are already tweeting, he's the best midfielder the league has seen since electricity was invented. Calm down, Socrates. Sky Sports pundits are calling it the end of a generation. Meanwhile, Roy Keane is probably somewhere growling. But could he tackle? They're all wondering what's next. Saudi Pro League. MLS? Retirement into the Belgian chocolate industry. San Diego FC is leading the MLS chase. And honestly, Kevin playing in beach weather sipping smoothies after training. It's giving retirement home with a football. 5. De Bruyne's body still elite on Tuesdays. This season, Kev's been running on 33-year-old legs, 3 painkillers and pure footballing IQ. He's only started 19 games, but somehow still managed 4 goals and 7 assists. That's like showing up to work twice a week and still winning Employee of the Month. Let's be honest. Watching De Bruyne these days is like watching your favorite superhero operate on low battery. He still has the magic, but only in controlled bursts. Tuesdays. World class. Saturdays. Maybe. Midweek against Luton in the rain? Not unless there's a stretcher on standby. It's not that he declined, it's that his hamstrings now negotiate every sprint like they're reviewing contract terms. His hamstring has been holding on like a Nokia battery, unstable but iconic. Even injured, he's more productive than some clubs' entire midfield. Not naming names, but Chelsea, take a bow. Honestly, if he joins MLS or Saudi Arabia, defenders there should start stretching now. Imagine you're a 19-year-old MLS right back, and your debut is marking De Bruyne. Thoughts and prayers, young man. 6. The future. Sand, sun, or Saudi salary. So what now? Kevin's got Saudi Pro League clubs offering him yachts, pet lions, and enough money to buy Belgium twice. On the other hand, San Diego FC is whispering sweet nothings like beaches, tacos, and no one will boo you ever. At this point, Kevin's transfer options read like a retirement travel brochure. Do you prefer unlimited money and desert sunsets in Saudi Arabia or smoothies, soccer moms, and surfboards in San Diego? It's less of a transfer decision and more of a lifestyle rebrand. Meanwhile, MLS fans are already prepping welcome KDB signs, and Al Ittihad has probably sent him a yacht with his face on it. Whatever he chooses, rest assured, his bank account will be just fine. Last year he said he's open to everything. Translation: show me the money and the weather forecast. Guardiola says it's up to Kevin whether he sticks around for the Club World Cup. My man, at this point, he's probably asking ChatGPT to make the decision for him. If he goes to Saudi, he gets the cash. If he goes to the MLS, he gets peace. If he stays for Club World Cup, he gets another chance to babysit Rodri. Whatever he chooses, you just know Pep will act like it's fine, but he'll be bald stressing in private. 7. The final goodbye. Tears incoming at the Etihad. Come June, Kevin De Bruyne will walk out at the Etihad one last time. Probably to the sound of Fix You by Coldplay and 50,000 fans sobbing in sync. The banners will wave, the tributes will pour, and one lucky fan might even get his sweaty match shirt and then immediately auction it for retirement money. Expect the farewell game to be less of a match and more of a live therapy session. Fans will show up in retro KDB shirts, holding signs that say "Don't go" like it's a boy band concert. The club will roll out a tribute video so emotional, even the VAR room might get misty-eyed. And when he steps off the pitch for the final time, there won't be a dry eye or a dry jersey in the stadium. It's going to be a farewell with more emotion than a K-drama finale. Expect Guardiola to hug him for 5 full minutes, whispering tactical secrets even in goodbye. City fans are already fighting over who gets to name their baby Kevin, and if it's a girl, still Kevin. When he waves goodbye, the internet will break, again, for the 12th time this season. 8. Achievements and setbacks. The highs, the lows, and the hamstrings. Let's take a moment to honor the full roller coaster that was Kevin De Bruyne's Manchester City career. Because this man didn't just play football, he turned it into an Excel spreadsheet of dominance. Trophy cabinet, overflowing like a Lagos traffic jam. He racked up 6 Premier League titles, 2017-18, 2018-19, 2020-21, 2021-22, 2022-23, and 2023-24. 5 League Cups, 2 FA Cups, 2 Community Shields, 1 Champions League, 2023, 1 Club World Cup, 2024, totaling 17 major honors. If trophies were kids, he could apply for family benefits. His medal collection has more weight than his backpack in school. Somewhere Phil Foden is still using one of Kevin's FA Cups as a cereal bowl. Winning the Champions League in 2023? That wasn't just football, it was therapy for Pep's soul after years of UCL trauma. 2 Player of the Season awards, 2019 to 2020, 21 to 22. That's basically the Premier League saying, here, just take this before you embarrass everyone again. And 118 Premier League assists? That's second only to Ryan Giggs, a man who's been retired since Wi-Fi became a thing. He scored 106 goals for City in 413 appearances. That's right, 413 games. If consistency had a face, it would have red hair and Belgian passport stamps. But it wasn't all sunshine and perfect through balls. Injuries have been chasing Kevin like paparazzi on a Kardashian. In 2018-19, a knee ligament lesion took him out for 3 months. That's 90 days of Pep whispering to a whiteboard with no one to complete the final pass. Then came 2023, the year his hamstring decided to take a sabbatical, right before the Champions League final. Of course, and this season 2024-25, Kevin's played 30 matches across all competitions, but only 19 starts. That's not a regular starter, that's a guest appearance. Still, man dropped 4 goals and 7 assists on 1 working leg and vibes alone. Some teams don't get that output with fully fit squads. Not naming names. Cough Chelsea. So yes, Kevin De Bruyne gave City a decade of dominance, a library of stats and just enough injury drama to keep things spicy. He was brilliant, brittle, and absolutely unforgettable. Closing thoughts. Legends don't leave. They just take sabbaticals. So what do you think? Saudi, San Diego, or secret retirement into a vineyard in Belgium? Drop your predictions in the comments. And remember, if you ever feel unappreciated at work, just know Kevin De Bruyne dropped a goodbye post, and the entire football world stopped breathing for 10 minutes. Smash that like button for one last assist from the ginger genius himself, and subscribe for more emotional damage, football edition. See you next time.